These cops are gonna beat my fucking head in. This guy, he's got no respect for me because his fucking parents brought him up wrong. They taught him to have no respect for criminals. This guy, okay, he's just keeping his mouth shut. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's got more patience. Maybe he's got a little bit more respect for the average criminal, okay?
As soon as we put this gentleman in the back of our car, he was very upset. He covered all range of topics. He talked about our capabilities as police officers, as mechanics, as husbands, as fathers, our sexual orientation.
This guy right here, he accuses me of being gay. Yeah. This fucking guy, yeah, you right there, yeah, you accuse me of being gay for no reason. Can you tell me why, sir? Yeah.
He would get upset when we talked to him. He would get upset when we didn't talk to him. He wanted to be looked in the face, and then he didn't want to be us to look at him. And I don't know for sure. I'm not qualified to make an assessment, but my guess is that he has obviously some mental issues of some type.
This is the usual, yep. The police, they come in here, they treat you like you're a piece of shit. Hey! Hey!
It's not uncommon for us to deal with these type of people or people that act in this way.
In regards to the homeless population that we deal with, they live a violent life out on the street as it is. A lot of problems, a lot of mental issues, and that plays into part in regards to the dealings we have with them. A lot of people come in here making threats to the officers. Quite common. People are coming up here wearing spit socks where they spit at the officers. Other people yell and scream at the officers, swearing, very abusive to the officers. But as soon as the cuffs come off, they realize what they're up against and the fight comes out of them.
We basically arrested her for being drunk in public for her own good, because obviously we didn't want her in that state wandering around the streets. She's been arrested plenty of times, we see the same faces plenty of times. It's just a job as far as I'm concerned in that respect. As I say, it's very sad that these people are in this place in their lives that they, that is what they do. They get arrested, they get drunk, they get arrested, they get drunk, But personally, I'm not bothered. I'm just doing my job. I'll, do what I can to look after them and to keep the public safe.
I don't want to go back!
To start, I guess it is kind of frustrating dealing, and you wish that there was something else that could be done, like if there was some kind of person who could deal with them rather than us just taking to jail, because jail it's not the place for her. She's got issues, and simply all we're doing is waiting for her to get sober, and then when she gets released, she'll be back here. So if there was someone who could deal with it, that would be great.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you. Get the fucking out of my fucking face.
Most of the homeless people that we deal with are well-versed in the arrest system, right? They've been arrested multiple times. They're in and out of our custody, in and out of prison system. This gentleman here, for example, he'll be out in the morning, guaranteed. So is it likely that we might have to deal with him again? Yeah, it's a good possibility. So it'd be nice if more could be done to prevent this from happening again rather than just a band-aid approach.
If you guys take me out here, I'm gonna piss on the floor right over the cell in 10 seconds, okay?
We've been forced into the role of using the justice system as a club to take these people off the street and lock them up. So we've got two options. We can look at a permanent solution, which takes them off the street and gets them the help they need and gets them into facilities and gets them into being productive people. Or we continue the vicious circle where we use police resources to continue to lock them up for petty criminal offenses so that they can be put in the arrest processing unit, sent to jail, released, back on the street homeless, where our resources are again used to arrest them for petty crimes. I think it's time we look at a permanent solution. We already know that the cost of an average homeless person that's been tracked can be well over $100,000 a year, and in some cases it's up to $250,000 a year, because they go into health care, they go into all kinds of programs. If they wind up in jail, the cost is far higher than housing them in the initial instance and providing support services. The cost is immeasurable. It's in the millions and millions and millions of dollars a year just in Calgary.
Last night, I was sitting there and I just had a flashback, like, of being in the cell. And it's tough, like, when you get these flashbacks and stuff. The most scariest part was, like, being put in the car. Like, it was really, really scary. Just having the cuffs on me and, like, being thrown in the car. And I remember, like, kind of hiding because I was embarrassed. Because I'd never been in a cop car like that before, and I wasn't sure what was going on.
When I first saw Ember, I thought, this is someone who's been on the streets for quite a while. I felt that she was probably a drug user and was high on drugs. I felt that this was someone who could not be helped.
I was getting weak. I was getting, like, really, like, so confused and lost and taken advantage of, and just it's not a good place. Like, and with people with mental health, people need to realize that we're different in some ways, you know, because we struggle with different issues that normal people don't.
Her behavior was similar to people on drugs, yet she wasn't on drugs at all. So I was completely off on that assessment. And I was also off that she was new to the homeless scene.
What I do is work with a constable and do mental health assessments to people who are experience a mental health crisis. The benefits to the CPS and mental health clinicians working together is that we cover a lot more ground collaboratively as far as resourcing and gleaning information about their histories.
One of the great strengths of our team is that I can share police information to Trish, the psych nurse, and she can share Alberta Health Services information. The simple sharing of information has given us so much power and ability to help these people. It still surprises me.
I think we definitely in our unit take a perspective on meeting clients where they're at. So measures of success would relate to that particular individual. Sometimes it's looking to deal with whatever their underlying issues are that are causing that particular behavior. So whether it's their addiction, whether it's their mental health. So it's trying to look definitely at those underlying things so that we can assist them in moving forward.
I'm a little bit disappointed in the healthcare system because of how 9 admissions and then it took me to go to jail to get help, you know. But at the same time, I'm really grateful for Matt and Trish for helping me get off the street and getting my life back on track.
Is it going to take patience? Sure it is, absolutely it is. But what's the alternative? The projections are, if we don't address this issue today, 10 years from now, there's going to be 10,000 homeless people on the street. It will more than double the population of homeless in downtown Calgary.
It was because these two individuals took the time out of their day to like really go out of their way to help an individual. And at the end of the day, that saved my life.